Hi folks, back again. Right, this time we're going to be working on a totally unknown. I don't know anything about this machine, so you're going to be as wise as I am. Let's try and get our heads around it. Right, I'm going to move the camera around. Hopefully you can see. It's a Lawn King Strimmer. I've never worked on one of these before. I don't know what you can see because I can't see the camera. There we go. I can see a bit now. As you can see, it's quite a bit of a mess. We're going to be working on that, and that's my job now. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shaft off of the engine because it's easier to work on, and for me anyway. Yeah, we'll take the shaft off and then we'll set to working on it. Can I get that down so you can see? You can see the shaft now, can't you? Right, we'll try and work with it. I'll get my little toolkit. Wife just brought me a lovely cup of tea. I do love my tea. I think we all do, unless you're a coffee man. But when you get to my age and you've had heart attacks and that, coffee, they say, isn't good. Not as we ever listen. But talks, I should be right in that. Yeah. Right, let me get set up. Yeah, that last one, that generator was brilliant, wasn't it? I actually used it. So I had a washing machine outside that needed some work on it. Hey, all you on there that say you don't like Black & Deckers, I don't have any trouble with them. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. I had that little screwdriver, what, 2.5 years now? I think it was bought as a birthday present because they didn't know what to get me. And as usual, I have tools. Right, that's that out. I didn't bump you, did I? Split from it. 1, 2. Right. Get round and undo that now. We'll undo the throttle off of it as well. We don't need it, do we, if we're going to work on it first. No, I don't know if there's a spark, but I don't think we need the throttle to see if there's a spark. Right, we move this out of the way. That's not needed at the moment. And we'll go back. Now, I better put these screws up first, hadn't I? 2, 3. Where do the other one go then? 4. There we go. Where's my pot? I'll find one in a minute. There we go. There's one. Use the old aerosol tins. There we go. Right, and we can get to work. What I think I'll do is, they don't give you a lot of room with these, do they? I'm going to move the camera and work on our usual end of the bench where we've got good lighting. You still with me? There's that. I can back that off a bit. There we go. Right. What shall I do first? I'm going to take this top cover off. As I said, I've never worked on one of these, so it's a complete unknown to me, but there's another two for the pot. We've got something else somewhere. Yeah, little clip. There we go. Oh, I've got the state in here. Oh, she's going to love my shirt. Yeah, she wears the trousers in my house too. Oh, likes to think she does. Well, there's a first. We've got a bolt missing out the exhaust. So that wasn't so clever, was it? I think the fiddle fairies have been in here. It's quite heavy, I reckon that's full of quite a bit of junk. Well, at least the bolt's only missing, it's not broke off in there. I'm sure I could find another one if we tried. Look at that, twice as long. So I know I've got some of those. Right, look at the state of that, eh? Yeah, I don't like getting my hands dirty either. Oh, excuse me. No, I didn't. It was my foot on the floor. Open the door of the shed. My God. Oh, I'm not going to do a total strip down. If it don't work, it don't work. Let's see what we can do. Come on, you come out of there. There's no reason why you can't go back in there. There isn't really anywhere for me to put that. Oh, look at all the... Oh, I might have found a hole in the petrol tank. don't help, does it? Shit all over the plug I just put. Sorry, did I swear? Well, beautiful spark. You probably didn't see that, but I could. So we got a beautiful spark, so we're halfway there. That's all we needed to know on that, wasn't it? Right, what we're going to do, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a carb strip down. I wish I knew more about these. I really don't. I don't think they're any different to any of the others. If you've done one, you've done them all, ain't you? This seems to be similar to a Ryobi. What do we want in there? 10. Let's have a look. Oh God, they're stiff. Right, so who have you been to see today? Been to see Mick at Mick's Motors, Luke Mandit Man, Ken at Small Engines. Go and give them a visit, see what they're up to. Always something useful, always tips, loads of them, but there's so many on there. They're fantastic. Yeah, you're right. I have got a bigger voice over there. Just too lazy to bring it to this side. I may have to if I'm going to continue doing so many of these. There's ways round everything. I don't usually struggle. I usually work it out before I get there. This may be an experience because I've never done one of these, as I said. And those nuts are awful. I don't know. It shouldn't be like that, surely. The state of my shirt. Well, she's going to love me. Already had to do a washing machine. How many of you lads actually do a bit of everything? I do. Not through choice, but then through necessity, I suppose. You all see what I'm doing, can't you? I'm not hiding nothing. Ooh. We've got some of them silly washers that have been pressed down by the Bear with me, lads and ladies. I know you're all shouting at me. Can't help it. I get the pics out, I think. Nope. Let's be brutal. What am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm not doing. Can you hear me trundling away there? just see her arty saying in the background, why didn't you do that in the first place? Because I've never done one of these, so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, somebody wants me, I have to wait. In the gasket. We don't have many of these, do we? I'm not going to take it off if I can help it. Oh, a few lines. Shit. Sorry, it's war again. So I'm going to repipe it anyway. I always do. Always put new pipes on. Right, all very quiet today, isn't it? I take it you can see me from where you are. We'll come in a bit towards the pipes. There you go. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to tear it to bits. Let's start with that pipe off. We don't need it. Very similar carburetor to everything else I've got. Should have a kit for it. I keep a lot of spares. But like I said, I've never done one of these Lawn Kings before. It's I don't even know who it's made by. I wouldn't have thought Lawn King of their own. But we'll get, there's a lot of work to do on this one. I didn't realise quite that much. Put the tools back. Right, let's start. I think what I'll do, I'm going to get a Chinese tub in a minute, and we'll just chuck all these bits in. Then I'll get me tray, and we'll sit there and clean it all and put a new diaphragm kit in. I'm sure you don't want to see me clean the main engine up. Looks pretty clean in there. Tell you what, this has been on there a while. There we go, turned to cardboard. It really has. Oh my god. Can you hear that? Yeah, it's been that long, it's full of oil. Time for a rebuild. I'm not going to start with it. Sorry about that, battery went flat. So, well, in between that, I did stop what I was doing. I got my little boy out here, he's taking a washing machine to bits, he's happy. Here he comes.
It seems to be like slipping. It's slipping off the nuts. Like I'm twisting it and like that. But it's like...
yeah, okay then, you want the next, so excuse me a minute.
What?
Say hello. Say hello.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah. No, to the camera.
wait, is it on?
Yeah, it's on. Just say hello. There you go. Try that one. Here we go. Let's get back to this. Right. I've got the diaphragm off, and I kid you not, it is like a piece of cardboard. So we know where we're going, don't we, with that? Oh, look at that, full of oil. I will show you that. Look at it, so absolutely full of oil. That's because it's been stood for, I'll bet you, for 6 months or maybe a bit more. We'll put a new bulb on there. So that's more bits. There's some more screws we'll chuck in the pot. That one, another one somewhere. So I've got everything over. Little boy's doing the washing machine and he's come in and got tools. Right. Well, it's not particularly dirty, but it was full of oil. Like I said, it's all clear, or appears to be. Well, it's blocked down through the needle valve because that's not running out. So I do me little pick. And as you can imagine, having one hand taking those needle valves out is not a joke. There you go. I take it you can still hear me. Clear. God, there's some crap in there.
Got the piece of concrete off.
Good.
Now what?
I'll be with you in just a second.
Okay. You still filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Right here.
Okay. There's me boy. There he is. Right. Let's. Hi all. Hope you're all well. Happy 2022. Well, it's been about 7 days since I was last out. I started this about 7 days ago. Been laid up in bed, watching all you lot. Stump's giving me terrible grief at the moment. The pain's horrendous, but couldn't lay there no more. Decided to come out and get on with it. Best thing I can do. Right, let's get on with it. Nice cup of tea from the wife. Right, got carburetor in the vise. Got all the gaskets ready. Got the kit. I've got everything down there ready. I'll move the camera. Where are we? you see that? I hope so. Right, everything ready, new plug, everything there, all ready to go. Let's get started. Right, you can see her in the vise. I hope you can see that clear enough. Looks a bit blurred to me. How's that looking? I'm doing so well today, am I? You get out of the habit, don't you? Right, I know you can see that. Right, we'll start with the diaphragm. So I'll put that on there. Gasket first, as always. Gasket first. Oh, upside down. That won't do, will it? Right. Diaphragm. With the diaphragm. That all nicely placed. Cap. As you know, the little hook on there goes into the single hole on it. There we go. Right. 2 screws, where are we? There we are. All the shakes again, lads. Right, just something I'd like to say that was pointed out to me. Lads, when we tip stuff into jars and bottles that are not what are meant for the substance that you put in them, could you please make sure that you label them? Because it's very, very dangerous, especially if somebody picks up the wrong thing and it's got petrol or it's got something in it. Very, very dangerous. I've seen the accidents that can happen firsthand, and it's not nice. So if you could just take the time, even with a bit of masking tape and a good pen, just mark it, it would be great. As I said, I label nearly all my stuff. If I don't, I do not leave it in the container that is not meant for it. Even some of the containers that are meant for it, if the writing is small, I put a label on it, just for safety's sake, just to keep people from having accidents. And you know it happens, we all do. So there we go. Right, I'm going to just moisten that off a bit. Did a bit of pocket rocket on my finger. There we go. Be surprised how that helps with these valves. Helps to settle them in. Get it the right way around. That's not the right valve, is it? now. There we go. Put the gasket on. Your valves go on first before your gasket. Yep. Right, now the top of the valve cover, there's two little lugs under there that go into the corresponding holes. Hold it all in there nicely, it holds you all in place. Now I've put a new primer bulb on there, and just in case you forgot what this is for, which I did mean to show you, I will show you in a very few moments. That's on, that's on. Two screws, and I've only got one. That's a good start. Where's the other one gone? I've got it, no worries. Don't need that over it. Do this up. No, I don't screw one down at a time. Take them down evenly, and then your bulb will sit on that nicely. Well, that's our carburetor all together and ready to go back on. Now what it is that we're doing, it's, in case you forgot, it was the Lawn King Strimmer. As you can see, all cleaned up, all the muck gone. I'll try and bring you over. All cleaned down, all nice, all ready to go. Even got the fuel tank back ready to go. Yeah, sorry to keep moving about. Yeah, even got all the new pipes in, ready to go. Everything is cleaned down. As you can see, it was all of an oil sludge, all ready for assembly, and I think I'm going to get onto that next. I'm going to get everything ready and then I'll come back. Welcome back. Yep, just a couple of minutes break. Right, now we're going to start reassembly at last. You see that, lads? Right, got the case, shaft goes on, main block of the engine, all cleaned up, all exhaust burnt out, everything. I'm going to slide that down into there, go down in nicely. There we go. It's all in there. 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shove them in. There we go, engine in. what I've got to do is, I'm missing a grommet. No, I'm not missing. I've got one broke. One of the grommets from the tank. I have a feeling I have one out in the back store. That's got to go on there. See this, lads? They're just rubber grommets, but that one's split really bad. So I've got to find a replacement for it. I think I can do that, no trouble. That one goes onto there. Then our tank comes up onto there. The back of the crankcase comes on. And yeah, you see that? So what I've got to do before I go any further, you'll have to forgive me, I totally forgot all about it, is to go and find a grommet. If not, I'll make one. Done it before. So here we go. Well, there you go, folks. I did cut a thick piece of rubber to go in where that grommet should be, but I forgot to turn the camera on after I got it. Let's just trim the excess off. Stand up. There we go, all trimmed off. Finish tightening this up. That's the trouble with one arm, isn't it? I will tighten them up afterwards with a different tool. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm getting a different tool so I can tighten them up. We'll torque them up with my wrist. There we go. There we go, all torqued up. Straighten the bench back up. That didn't take me as long as I thought. So there we go, all nicely clean. That's ready to have the shaft on it. Hope I'm not waffling again. Yeah, that little lump there, that's a hiatus hernia, and it does hurt sometimes too. Right, now we go carburetor. Right, the gasket's already on that one. You go on. There we go. On. So now, which one was the return? It's the white one. So return is the top one. Cutters. Knock it down. So the top one. Hang on. Yeah, I thought I had. I've got these pipes on the wrong way round. Typical. Not a problem. I will go back and I will change them around, which should be pretty simple. Yeah, right. I've got to go back and I've got to swivel these pipes around, and once again we'll come back. Right, we're back. I sorted the fuel pipes out, swapped them over, put the filter on the other pipe, check the lengths, and slip them on. Right, now we'll continue. Right, choke housing first. If you remember, I had to prise that off. Turn that way. Can you see that? Oh God! I will get used to this camera one day, but it's all new to me. So that 2 nuts in the pot. They're lock nuts. How can you tell? Because look, I don't know if you can see that, but that inside has got an indent in it on all 3 sides, which means it's a self-locking nut. You wouldn't want them falling off and going into your piston, would you? Forget what size these were, innit? Look like 8. No, don't drop your nut. It is a bit more difficult with one hand, but you can do it. I wouldn't want to ask anybody to give up, especially when it's their passion, mechanics. Precision engineering I wouldn't be much good at with one hand, but mechanics I've always managed, always got through. Didn't usually like a lot of help, used to like to work alone. I think that was more through embarrassment than anything. But hey ho, I'm out on the internet. Let's pick these bits of hose up, you don't want to see all that lot. Right, how's that? Size do you reckon we were? 10. Are we 10s? We get the old faithfuls. Where are we? 10. Extension bar. Nice one. Yeah, it would help if I brought me big voiceover that I've got. Black & Decker again. I've got a big, well, I'd say it's 18-inch square Black & Decker workmate type thing that fixes to the top of the bench. And it would be better for holding these, but you just don't know how many you're going to get to do at a time, which makes life a bit more awkward. Right, I'm sure I'm no awkward than anybody else, but I do my best, which I'm sure you all appreciate. Right, I'm using Rockwoods. Yeah, we all like the NGKs, but these are a bargain at the moment, and I haven't had a single problem with them. Obviously I haven't had long enough to try them on long term, but it's the model L7T, replaces the BPM 7A. Let's see if you can see there, and I'm finding them okay at the moment. So what was it, £1 each? I mean, you can't complain at that, can you, lads? And they work, surprisingly. We all have things that we like and don't like, yeah, if you remember, this was a job to come off. Not going on much better. Ooh, it did. Look at that. And clip went in. I'm sure I forgot something, don't we all, but never mind, let's keep going. Right, for a nice little 25cc, I'm hoping this is going to be quite good. Right, you're all saying there's that screw down there you haven't tightened up. Well, no, because it's for the throttle linkage. When I get to it, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bit of fuel in it, see if the primer works, and we'll go from there. Because if that primer don't work, I'm going to show you how to change the top of those primers for a Troy-built one. Fuel. 40 to 1 I'm putting in, not as that should make any odds. That'll do just to prime it. Bottle is labelled, as should be, even though it's labelled fuel. It goes. You see all that? Primer's working. Godsend. Right. Clever, was it? I didn't have the board in. Right, we've got full compression. I am going to put the shaft back on. I don't think you need to see me do that. You've seen me do that no end of times. Well, you haven't, that's a lie actually. You've seen me do it once. I don't think you saw me do it then. So, shall I leave it and let you watch? There we go. Move that to there, because we've got the shaft coming up onto there. Another cup of tea out of Stumpy's couplet, got me for Christmas. Might get another one if I'm lucky. I feel sure you'd all like to come and help me. Is that better? You can see me struggle. And in there. Not going into the other end. I've had this trouble before. Now I'm going to have to stop the camera. I'm going to have to take the other end off and invest. Right, you haven't seen what I've done, but the last bit you would have seen was the shaft wouldn't fit to the engine because the flexi drive inside the shaft that goes down to the strimmer head was frayed and broke at the head end. So what I've done, I've cobbled a McCulloch strimmer shaft onto here, slightly thinner, but I shimmed it with some very stiff rubber, tightened it on, it's fine, and all on and ready for a fire up. If you're ready for a fire up, we'll go for it. Switch it on, I'll give it a prime, and we'll go to the floor for safety. I think you'll see. You see that? There you can. Right, let's go for a fire up. Right, hold that shaft, see? Right, as you can see, it wants a bit of a tune up. I will do that. I don't think you need to watch all that. Yeah, tune up screws easy to get to. So I'll call that a success, and we'll go from there. Yes, Mrs. Smith's here in the background. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and ring the bell for the next ones. Catch you later.